This is Bobby Wires, and this is my Darcraft chicken farm. Nothing special here. It's just a 4x4 pond containing about 30-35 chickens. They're all in water. It's not flowing, stationary, and it's over signs. And this means the chickens float, they lay eggs, it falls through the sign, and below that, of course, is a hopper that collects all of the and below that is flowing water. It empties into a hopper. So I'm collecting all the eggs from these 35 chickens, and I'm depositing them in the hopper. This area here is a nursery. I call it a nursery. I found out that baby chickens drown if you drop them in the water. So when I'm populating my laying area here, I'll always put the chickens on trap doors until they're fully mature, and then I'll drop them down into the water. Right now I think I probably have just about enough chickens down there. It's about 35. Now this is the circuitry. The minecart will the minecart with the chest will automatically pick up eggs from the hatching area and put them in the dispenser, and then when the eggs are available, they'll be dispensed and be thrown against this block, and out of every 6 to 10 eggs you get a baby chicken. This all started with 12 eggs I bought at the market. I threw them against the wall up in the nursery and got 2 chickens, and I fed them seeds long enough to get some egg layers, let them mature, and started letting them produce eggs. And this is about 3 hours of playing so far. The most important thing about an egg farm is the circuit. So we'll show you the main circuits. There are 4 circuits that make this work. This is the signs and the flowing water that empty into a hopper. When there are eggs in the hopper, this will turn on the comparer, which turns off this side because it's an on versus off switch, and that'll turn off this power rail, and the minecart will stop long enough to pick up any eggs that have been produced. So I put some eggs in there. Put 16 eggs in there. I can see they're picking up the eggs I dropped. After it emptied the hopper, sent the minecart on the way, and you can see it sent it up above, and you can hear amongst all the clucking that the dispenser is throwing eggs against that block and producing chickens. Now when the dispenser gets empty, this is the send the minecart circuit. Again, it is a comparer. On the other side I have a clock circuit that fires off the eggs. Again, when the minecart, the dispenser is empty, so the circuit is off, which turns this redstone torch on, which in turn tells the power rail, send the cart back down, collect some eggs. The only trick to this is a damper circuit. If you didn't have this second circuit over here, I call it the detector circuit, the power rail would send the cart back down before it had a chance. Even when the cart has eggs, it'll send it back down because there's not enough time for it to turn the power rail off and start emptying. So I put a detector rail there with a circuit into the side of the comparer. The comparer says that anytime the circuit from the side is stronger than the circuit from the back, turn off the power end. You can see there's just a millisecond when the cart comes up, turns that power rail off, and that's just long enough for the minecart to dump a few eggs into the dispenser and turn this circuit off. So it stays there until the minecart has emptied everything it has into the dispenser. So that circuit down below is 1, circuit 2, circuit 3, and then the other circuit, it is also on a on-off circuit of this one, and it is just a clock. So when the This is off, this is on, and it runs this clock, which will, I don't know if I can get in here, but this is powering the dispenser to throw eggs. I can show you how that works. We can put some eggs in a minecart. I'll put about 10 eggs in there. I got a bunch in there. You can see they're all being taken out and they're going into the minecart. As soon as that hopper is empty, it'll send that minecart. Right now there's eggs coming out. There it goes. So now we have a minecart full of about 16 eggs. Okay, so the minecart, I can't say I've got that deal. The minecart is, there it is. That thing's throwing eggs. That circuit's on. As soon as that dispenser gets empty, this will turn off and it'll send the minecart. And then of course our clock is on. Just a simple clock. Whenever this power's on, the clock runs and throws eggs. That's about it. If anybody would like a tour of this facility, if you want to build one, I'd be glad to help. Catch me when I'm online on Darkcraft. So like I said, this is about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, starting with 12 eggs. Letting it run all day. So, and I've probably taken about 32 chickens out of here already. So again, this is on the Darkcraft server, and this is Bobby Wires.